Different correctional officers, you can ask highway patrolmen, you can ask police officers what they look for when they look for criminal behavior, and they'll explain a thing to you called profiling, and that's where they look for young men of color a lot of times in quote-unquote hip-hop attire. If you analyze them and take a newspaper on any given day, cut out all the articles about youth, you'll find that maybe out of 12 articles, 11 of them will be negative. The agenda of the media is to project stereotypes in youth, especially youth of color. Nation magazine did a research. They reported that all media outlets, with an exception of a few alternative media outlets, all media outlets, including things like The Guardian, in some way are owned and traced back to 4 corporations, which is GE, Time Warner, Disney, Walt Disney, and Westinghouse. My point of the media was that prisons are being privatized. If these companies control the media and they also are invested in building prisons and private prisons that they're invested in, you can see the correlation between why they would benefit from stigmatizing that criminal the crime rate is out of control, and criminalizing segments of people, and that's women, young people, people of color. This was a country that was built on a race-based system of slavery. So it's something that's very ingrained, but at the same time you have to recognize that it's a tool used within capitalism, and that when you get right down to it, it still is all about economics. And all these things are just tools that they're using to manipulate and control the economics.
I'd like to stop the feel so good. Any friends thinking of my whole neighborhood. Any day never wanna be queen of all, but never ever gonna please don't follow me into the sun. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. My name is Dr. Green Thumb.
Kind of like 3 main characters are kind of like divided, are all parts of me. Like one character might represent my id, another character would represent my ego and super ego.
Characters and the situation the characters are dealing with tend to be like around 20 to 22 years old. It's a stark contrast of grim reality and fantasy. I'm like,
This one's on the web.
This one right here?
Yes, it's an interactive comic.
Okay,
Let me show you how it works.
It's like a flip book? No.
It'll unfold in the direction arrows.
Okay.
And at certain points in the story.
Okay, I get that. Yeah. Or you can go either way.
That's right.
It is interactive.
I did a thing called Suburbia. I started it 4 years ago. I was in middle school. It's basically like a journal of my personal progress over the past couple of years. It's really personal. It's sort of political, but it's mostly just
website built totally by youth, and our work is geared toward helping adults understand teens, why the way they are, and why they think the way they do, and why they act the way they do.
Brothers, yes, the revolution is alive. Fight or Maganda Filipinos will die. Break those chains that held your mind. Revolution now, but there's no better time. Those words I speak aren't musical lyrics, nor do I find them as one big gimmick. Quit waiting for others to answer our battle. United States shows its fangs and rattles. I don't care if you don't like me one bit, but our people dying and crying should give you a fit. I'm done surviving for the next day. Give me my freedom, or give me my grave.
These are all traditional embroideries. Yeah, embroideries. All hand done, every single one of these pieces. It's all cut out and hand sewed on all of it. And
Incredibly beautiful stuff.
and it takes like a year to 2 years just to design something like this. And then
I believe it.
and to design the pants, this is the woman's costume. This is the pants. This is like for one piece. It takes 3 years because everything is done by hand. This is done by the Pier culture. It's a tribe out of Laos and Thailand and China. These costumes and everything are like traditional costumes that they will wear to weddings, New Year's, or any other kind of celebration. Our magazine name is Quietly Torn.
Quietly Torn.
The magazine is mainly about what it's like growing up in America and trying to tie two culture in to make one for yourself, and at the same time going through the difficulty of doing all that and like all the peer pressures that youth go through. And the magazine is mainly all written by girls, mainly giving the girls a voice. It's like one part of the icebreaker in our culture. It's like a step up for us to voice our opinion and give us power and like demand that people know that we exist. In the traditional way, women are often like discriminated against in a lot of ways, and we're often told not to do certain things while guys have the privilege of everything in front of them.
Do whatever they want.
Yeah, so
Patriarchy.
yeah, so this is all we're telling our parents and our community, and also the outside world. Hey, we're women. We need certain we have certain needs that you guys have to meet.
No, you're not alone. I grab the mic, I'm not at home, but I'm at the Youth Expo with a group of people out